Hey guys, welcome back to Lavendaire. So today I want to share some of my self-worth keepsakes. So what are self-worth keepsakes, you ask? Well, first of all, I invented that phrase for this video, but these are basically items that I have kept in my life to remind me of my self-worth, to promote self-confidence, and just help me believe in myself. Because so often it's hard to be confident in ourselves and believe in ourselves that we just need some help and reminders along the way. Before I get into it, I have to say this. You don't need anything to prove your self-worth. You are already worthy as you are. You are perfect as you are. You don't need to base your self-worth on your accomplishments, your productivity, or your status. Like, none of that matters, because when you were born as a baby, as a living, breathing being, you were already worthy. You had so much worth, and you still have so much worth now, and you are enough as you are now. So all that good stuff. The thing is, you and I both know that it is a journey to learn to be confident in yourself and to truly believe in your self-worth. So it is important that we have all the tools that will promote that. So the reason I want to share these keepsakes with you is to remind you to focus on your wins, focus on the good things in your life, focus on the things that you're proud of, because the more that you focus on that stuff, the more your confidence grows and the more that you attract more of these things into your life. So I went into detail in a previous video on building confidence, on why it's important to list out and remember your wins, no matter how small in life. Most people tend to forget all the things that they've done, and so they don't feel very confident in themselves. So that's the whole idea behind this video, and I just want to share these things that mean a lot to me because I'm sentimental. I tend to keep things that have meaning. So I'll start with the strangest thing today because this is what inspired me to make this entire video and put a focus on self-worth keepsakes. So this is a fortune that I got in Tokyo from the Sensoji temple. I traveled to Tokyo with my family in 2015, and if you ever been to a Buddhist temple, they have these a fortune thing where you shake this cup of straws and each straw has a number written on it, a number of a fortune. So you shake it until one straw falls out, and that number corresponds with whatever piece of paper you decide to pick up. So if you know me, my family is Buddhist. I've seen this multiple times in life, but I've never been one to want to do the fortune thing because I never want to see my fortune. I'm afraid that it's gonna be bad, or I don't know, I just don't want it to affect me. So I've never participated even when my family has done it in the past. But when I went to Tokyo, everyone was doing it, and my cousin was like, yeah, Aileen, do it, why not? So I was like, what the heck, I'm on vacation, let's do this fortune thing. So I did it, and the number that came out was number one, the number one fortune, and there's I think there's 100 fortunes. Normally, most people get a number in the middle, 23, 57. My family told me that it's so rare that somebody picks a fortune that's number one. And I don't know, if you know more about this, let me know down below. I don't really understand the Japanese part, but they have English in the back, and I'll just read it really quickly. Number one best fortune. The Tower of Cloison with 7 treasures is standing in a stately manner upon the high summit. People look at it and praise it. Your fortune is just like this tower. When you look at it more carefully, your fortune will be more excellent. So it was just basically a really good fortune, and when I got this, I don't know, it just made me feel good, and my family was like, whoa, nobody gets number one, and there's a reason I kept it all these years. I kept it in a safe place in my wallet, and it was an internal reminder for me that I have great things ahead. Keep in mind, this is 2015 and I had only been doing Lavendaire for a year, so things had not hit it off yet. So it was a reminder to me that I'm on the right path and that things will get better. So I don't know, it just means a lot to me, and I kept it a lot. And I mean, my thinking is if you get a good fortune, keep it. And if you get a bad fortune, just throw it away and don't think about it. So this is random. I also kept this other fortune cookie fortune that says fame and fortune lie ahead. And this is probably older than the Japanese thing. And I kept it because it has my favorite number 21 on it, which is my birthday number. There's a reason why I kept these. They made me feel good. They were reminders to me. And it's up to you whether to believe these things or not believe these things. But I say choose to believe in the things that support your dreams, that help you and that do you good, and if there are things that do not support you and where you want to go, choose to let those things go. The second thing I want to share is this wallet that I got when I was studying abroad in Milan. So this is a Prada wallet. It was my splurge when I was studying there. So when I lived in Milan, I lived within 10 minutes walking distance of the Duomo, which is the cathedral in the center of the city. Next to the Duomo are a bunch of shopping, but there's this historic shopping arcade where the Prada flagship store is, and that's where I got this wallet. And I used to go there every single day. I would take study breaks and have gelato and just look at all the designer stores and really enjoy the fashion and the art in that area. And I don't know, this was something that I've kept, and I thought I don't use it anymore because it's such a big wallet. I use a smaller wallet now, and I thought should I sell it? But it just means so much to me that I can't sell it. It has sentimental value because it's a reminder of the first time that I lived abroad on my own for such a long time. I mean, it was 6 months, but in college, I was just so young. I didn't know anything. I didn't know how to take care of myself. And I went to Italy without any housing, and I had to figure out the housing when I was there. I went through a lot of tough moments there. I felt really lonely when I was there. I had to learn so much about myself. I had to learn to be strong and believe in myself. And there's a lot of stories that started in Milan. My whole self-help, finding myself journey really started there. So that's why this keepsake means so much to me, because it's a reminder of the first time I've discovered myself and my independence. And I guess all the stories that tie into Milan is represented in this wallet. And I just love it because it says Prada Milano, because literally it's from Milan. The next thing that I want to share is the Honestly EP. This is an album that I released in 2013. Man, it's been a while, but basically, I had always loved music. I always played piano and sang throughout my entire life. But as an artist, there's this block to writing your own music. And so I performed and sang cover songs for so many years, and yet I wanted to write my own music, but it was so tough to even write my first song. So when I graduated from college, I made it a point to really put so much energy into music and developing myself as an artist. So I made it a point that on my 23rd birthday, I would release a birthday mixtape of half original songs, half covers that I could just share and give to my friends as a free download. So that was a personal project that I powered through and I achieved. And after I posted that birthday mixtape, I'm you know what? I have a few original songs. Why don't I write a couple more and make it an album? So a few months later, I think 1 or 2 months later, I came out with Honestly EP, which is still available on iTunes and Spotify. But it's just my first ever main music creative project with 5 original songs. And it's totally not perfect, but I'm proud of myself because I wrote, recorded, and produced all the songs. And it's not even the work itself. It's just the commitment that I made to create something and put it out in the world. And I don't know, it's scary as an artist to share your original work when you're not very good. And, I don't know. Also, after I came out with this album, I had this album release party, which is this party that I threw at this restaurant that had a courtyard, and I was performing outside with I think it was 100 to 200 people, friends, family, some people who followed my YouTube channel back then. And that was just one of the biggest events of my life. I've never been one to throw parties for myself, but I don't know. It just means a lot to me. I'm super proud of it. It reminds me that if I want to accomplish something, I just set my mind to it, I get the work done, and I do it. I really just have to sit down and do it. The next keepsake that reminds me of something I'm really proud of is this Picture Taipei DVD. So Picture Taipei is a short film that I shot in 2015 with my friends in Taiwan. So this was a personal creative project with 5 creative friends who just decided, hey, it would be cool to shoot a film in Taiwan. Let's go to Asia. Let's make movies. And so we got together and we started planning. And it is just a reminder that, like, if you come together and work as a team with other people, everybody pulls their own strings, like we can make amazing things happen together. I'm just astonished at how like 5 friends could pull off so much, like get funding. Our airplane tickets were like sponsored. We had a sponsored hotel stay for a whole month in Taiwan. So like just that in itself was really cool, that I could live in Taiwan and have like a Taiwanese film crew and bond with everyone, work together on this film. Like it was really cool. So I'll be honest, I don't think the film is that great. The film itself is like flawed and there were so many hurdles along the way, so many like imperfections, but just the fact that we went there and we did it and we're still alive shows something, you know, like we survived and we actually did it. So this is something that reminds me of teamwork and persistence and I don't know, a lot of good things, a lot of good memories. So the next keepsakes I have are a bunch of Polaroid photos that I actually keep on my desk. So every now and then when I'm sitting at my desk or I'm working, I just like look through these Polaroid photos. Some of these are from the Lavendaire launch event. Some of these are from the Artist of Life workbook shoot. Some of these are my family and my friends. And they just serve as a reminder of, I mean, all of these things. Like, number one, I have friends and family that I love, people who love me, because that's something that I need to remind myself too, because I tend to be introverted. I tend to get really comfortable being by myself, and I forget that there are people who like care about me. So like having this on my desk is like a reminder to me, like, you're not alone. Like as I'm working, like there are meaningful relationships that you have in your life, meaningful things that you have done. Like I have photos with like Lavi loves, some of you guys from my events on here, just to remind myself like I did that. Like that's super cool. So yeah, photos. The last keepsakes that I want to share are just my collection of letters, notes, and things from friends and also Lavi loves who believe in me, send me love or gratitude that I really appreciate. Like I always keep like little trinkets of things that you guys give me. I always keep the artwork that you guys give me. And even before I did Lavendaire or got any of this type of mail, I had like a handful of friends who were really, really good to me. People who I honestly believe were angels in my life. And I could get emotional talking about this. But there were there were people that, okay, I can't even. I'm gonna get emotional. I don't want to cry. It's like really hard not to cry talking about this and thinking about it. Okay, I'm just gonna let it flow. Don't judge me. This is not bad. It's good cry. But there are people in my life that have really believed in me before I believed in myself. And like when I was in college or even after college, I was going through tough times, or when I was like an insecure artist, when I loved to sing and I was putting my videos on YouTube and yet, you know, I didn't believe in myself as a singer or musician or performer. And I would have friends like write me notes like, Aileen, you're a star, and like really believe in me and my performances. And it really meant a lot to me, because I truly believe that those people were like angels in my life. Okay, I'll shout out some friends like Mark Liu. He was the director who casted me in this musical that I was in college. I was a freshman in college, really insecure. So Mark was like one of the first people to believe in me as a performer. And one of my good friends from high school, Christina, who he always like looked up to me, and that really meant a lot to me. And then there were so many other like friends. I mean, when I was like producing music, there was Josh Pan, who really believed in me and really like supported and encouraged me as an artist. So now I'm in a place where I'm like more confident in myself. I believe in myself more, and I'm really thankful to be here. But there were definitely times where I needed like the support from others and for others to really encourage me. And I think everybody needs that. So, and I mean, what this whole like self-worth keepsake thing is about is you should be your own like support and encouragement as well. Like focus on those things that remind you how awesome you are, and focus on the things that make you proud of yourself, because it matters. It's so important. Oh, I also forgot. I was staring at this and I'm like, I might as well share it. This is another self-worth keepsake because I'm honestly so grateful for you guys for being with me on this journey in my channel. Like when I reached 100K, like I was like, oh my god, that was my like life's dream, and now I've like surpassed it and I'm on my way to like just, I don't know, a bigger, I don't know, whatever you call it. I honestly want to say thank you to anyone who has watched my videos and contributed to my journey, because just by watching my videos, you are like another person who gives me like support. And it's so amazing, and I'm so grateful for it all. And I only wish that you can find that support in your life as well, from yourself and from the people around you, because it really matters. So I guess I want to end this with a prompt for you guys, a journaling prompt to list out all of your wins, list out everything that you're proud of, or the memories that you have that remind you of your self-worth. You might not realize how worthy you are or how worthy your life is, but the fact that you are living, breathing, and watching this video means like you are here on earth and you have something to give. And I'm sure that if you ask any of your loved ones, like you mean something to them, and that's worth, you know? So sorry that I'm getting emotional, but it really, like, I'm sentimental and this stuff really matters to me. And I really want each person to truly, truly, truly believe in their self-worth. Is that not as convincing when I'm emotional? I don't know. Also, I just have to remind you again that your worth cannot be measured. Your worth is infinite. Nothing can touch how worthy you are. It's not measured in the things that you have. It's not measured in your keepsakes. It's not measured in your accomplishments or how much you work or even how many people care about you. Regardless of all of these external things, you are a worthy soul. You are a worthy being, and you have so much value. And I just really, really hope you can see that and really feel that. And that's it. That's all that I want to say in today's video. I love you so much, and I hope to see you guys in another video next time. Bye!